Chicago, and following the Jordan dynasty so closely, now just moments away from starting his own era with a win here.
And we saw early on that MP can defer too much, but in these playoffs, he's stepped up and has become the guy for this team in the clutch. Murray.
Hands out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Murray. Jokic against Porter. And GA, one of the most memorable rookie seasons for MP.
Yeah, the speculation may have been critical early that MP had too much hype, but here we are. That hype machine was legit.
And Greg, on the topic of NBA Finals that went the full 7 games. That Spurs Heat series with LeBron pushing Miami to victory back in 2013. Tonight, another very memorable Game 7.
Yeah, that was quite a series. The Heat, of course, winning in that Game 7 by just 7 points. I also think back to an ultimate classic with the two most decorated franchises, the Celtics and Lakers back in 2010. That championship, number 5 for Kobe. The winning teams of the select few Game 7s of the NBA Finals have some of the most iconic and legendary players this league has ever seen.
Ah, the basket is good.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
And Stan MP is pouring it on in this Finals Game 7.
Kevin, we are witnessing championship pedigree in the making right here.
Murray. Hurdle there for the rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And, Coach, the energy in this building. You get the feeling now that both teams, their body language now indicating the final seconds now are just an exercise.
Yeah, you better believe it. MP and his teammates, the emotion building, just waiting for that final buzzer to start the celebration.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And as the final seconds dwindle down, these players showing emotion.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all...
And they've done it! They are the NBA champions.
So, I don't know why it started like this, but yeah. I don't know why. I was just trying to stop my stream and then it did this, so I let it slide. It's like we won. Hopefully we win this year.
Yo, MP. Hey, what's up with you, man? You doing another one of those visualization exercises?
I was.
All right, well, look, I've been calling you for a minute, okay? It's like you're on a different planet.
Listen, you got to fully immerse yourself in the experience that you're trying to manifest.
Okay, look, on that tip, when you get to the meeting, they're going to ask you, what kind of player do you want to be? All right? Have you visualized that yet?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Well, great. What do you see?
I just realized I should have went back to menu. Oh, this is why. It's in Korea, that's why. Wait, they have WNBA? Women's basketball? W.
KTV.
I could heal myself for some reason. I don't know why.
Welcome,
See if they can win.
Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, for Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Not letting that slide.
The Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moody. And it's Green in at the center position. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Quickly. Here's Barnes, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You can see the confidence in that jumper building and building for Scotty Barnes.
Good kid's open.
And it's Butler missing. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession. Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And it's Poeltl that time on the assist from Barrett.
Oh, you see Jakob Poeltl powering through the contact. Use that size, young sir.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Curry passes to Moody. Podziemski with it. Back to Moody. Three-pointer. No good. Toronto's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. And that one's good quickly.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Outside Butler. Now Podziemski provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
Pulls up on the elbow. And a pick comes off the rim, but it sinks right in. Here's Curry. Last game with 30 points. I send it over to David Aldridge, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. David.
And we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler. Coach said,
I wonder what happens if you do this.
Compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thanks, David. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
But you want to step him off the line, that's no problem. Step an efficient move into the mid-range jump shot.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Here's Walter. Trains the three-pointer. Walter's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
I didn't follow anyone.
Making a switch here. Heald's checked in.
Number 7, Buddy Hield.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, bounce pass Butler. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Poeltl. Moody. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Onside, Barrett fires the three. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors trail by 8. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
Here's Moody. The three-pointer, no good. Raptors leading by 5. There's the three. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From way outside.
Recently,
It's up and it's off the
I'm
mark.
after
He's
the
off for one.
Golden State. I'm winning by a
Pass to
couple.
Butler. Off on the layup.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
They get the rebound. Tries again. Great D that time from Green.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Yeah, obviously.
Heald finds Butler. There's the triple.
We're gonna score that. Oh, it's the end
Walter pulls it
again.
in. Walter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mobo. Good, nice job down low.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here's Heald. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Warriors miss again. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Walter, good.
Obviously.
3 for 4 to start this game.
Here's
I know this sucks,
Pajemski.
but. Come on, shoot.
Here's Moody.
Good.
Good, and
got it.
Butler gets the assist.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Skipping. What? Boy.
And for those of you just
Just
tuning
joking.
in, the
Let's
second
stop.
quarter action is where we're at right now.
Yep.
And
Can I not
what do you
skip?
guys think about the Raptors here so
Go.
far in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to
Steven
make
Liam.
the extra pass, that is what
Then,
creates...
well, obviously, Raptors aren't even in the playoffs. But
So with
Hey,
Butler
Jay.
sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heald. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson Davis.
But he's gonna score again.
In at
Oh,
the
he
three,
didn't.
the small
He missed.
forward.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that
Brickhouse.
last play.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna do
Shay's
that.
shot is off.
I'm better at hockey.
Trail by 10, and
I feel
now
like-
we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got
But-
first DA.
Kevin,
Still
a
winning.
couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away.
Bro, why can't I pass?
His inspiration,
There
he
you go.
said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well
But
done
this man-
that day.
This man, this.
Well said. He
I'm
is
dead.
1 of 1, DA.
Well, pre-shot
Zane.
preparation and being ready on the catch, that is Stephen Curry in a nutshell.
And again,
Look
Toronto
out.
go up. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Got that one up quick. Lawson's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Shot by Heald.
But he's
nobody
open.
around.
Oh, he missed
Tried
it.
to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Boucher. Raptors get it back. Lawson. That one's no
But-
good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Wait, well,
Warriors
two
trail
ways.
by 10.
I didn't foul anyone. What do you mean?
Draymond Green, who's checked in.
I didn't foul him.
Pajemski's
What do you
coming
mean,
in
game?
for Buddy Hield.
Come on, I didn't follow him. What do you mean? Come on. Come on. That's about to.
Peyton dishes to Green. Back to Peyton.
He's gonna score. Call it.
Great play by
It's
Green
fine.
to
I
set
did
it up.
call a timeout, you
How
bozo.
good a playmaker
How do you turn that off? How do you... Yeah. Is this how you turn it off? No. Lee, how do you turn off... How do you turn off the auto thing? I don't think there's a thing that you can. Code settings. Is it? There we go, yeah. Timeout. Manual. Yeah. Yeah, I just did.
Rewatching, always leading, always trying to create for others.
I put it in manual. I put it in manual. I hate when it does this.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the
I think I
next
did
move
it.
that's getting
I don't
more
know.
notice?
I think it is.
Pass the ball, you
You
little.
can see players have quickly incorporated
Smoking weed.
that into their arsenal. It's been fun
But-
to watch, man.
but is he
It
playing,
creates
Jeff
some
Stroke?
uncomfortable situations.
Pajemski with it. Now Lawson defending.
But,
And
okay, that was
Kuminga
disrespectful.
moves it down.
That was disrespectful.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Lawson. Nails the baby hook. Lawson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well,
Still got a
so
goal,
great
though.
when your offense
Didn't I?
produces a shot that close to the rim.
Yep.
The rest of the work
Very good.
becomes easier.
Change off the stroke.
Pass to Curry.
2 fouls already on
I'm not
him.
calling foul,
That's
but-
not the way to
but-
get your minutes per game
This
up.
game.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody subbed in for Peyton. A 3 off the
He's gonna make a
inbound.
3 and he misses.
And again, it's the
Last time.
Warriors missing. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Abaji.
It's defense that.
And it's off from 3-point range. Outside.
Yeah, I can.
Rebound by the Raptors. Hurdles.
And how about if I win?
Number 7 for him tonight. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob.
How about if I win?
The combination
I
of
win again.
size and great
Only
skill.
players that.
You know what, Kevin?
Nah. I'm gonna lose to Denver. I'm gonna lose to Denver as well,
That means
Lee.
at his size, he can make on time and on
I can't say
target
pass. Come on.
passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
You know, he
I think it's 'cause of the
might
aiming.
think about deferring for a while. He's had his
Wait, you
chances,
should get
just not able
2K.
to convert.
But
We use it
Kemsky's
1v1.
shot is good.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And so quickly will bring it up for Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. Lawson the pass to Pirtle. Over Green. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space.
Yeah.
But let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Quiet.
Raptors leading by 3. Down low. Here's quickly. And the Raptors miss again.
Now you should get it.
State's gotten cold too deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long
Yeah,
range.
Minecraft's better. I have Minecraft downloaded, by the way.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Raptors shooting 39% from the floor. At their best.
See how you dunk.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You always see teams try to test
Okay.
Chris Boucher's physicality, but this guy's gotten stronger and stronger over the years.
The Raptors shoot.
I'm gonna miss this. Watch. I'm gonna miss
Both
this.
teams making some changes.
See, I told you I'm gonna miss it.
And that one misses.
Told you.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction.
But-
See if you can get your teammates
My
started.
fault. Involved.
Not sure why he keeps
You still have
trying
playing
his
hockey.
game here. It's just not his night.
But
Walter can't get it to go.
that was
Trail by 5.
whatever. My
Pass
fault.
to
Give me the ball.
Back to Heel. It's
But
through for a second basket.
he
He's
just
now 2 for
rejected me.
6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Boucher. And
Foul.
oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will
The
shoot
foul.
2.
Imagine.
This is who R.J. Barrett
That-
is.
was that green?
Fearless scorer, wants to draw contact and
Yeah,
get
that's
himself to
green.
the line.
First trip to the line for him here.
I'm gonna use my stick instead. I still miss.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Pirtle, he is checked in for Toronto. And he can't hit the second.
I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of everything. He can score it, board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game. This guy just can't find his rhythm. And you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Butler, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. That's a 2 from Barnes, and he buries it, drilling the rim on the way down. And 12 points for
Finally got one in. How long was that? How long did it take? Like a year or two?
Butler against Barnes. Here's Moody. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You see Jimmy Butler's willingness and almost really relishing the opportunity to get his teammate an open look.
He is single-handedly dropping.
We need more air on that.
That's
why. You see, even they're bricking though. So I don't think it's me. I think it's the game.
Basketball at this point.
No doubt the fight.
I think this is the AM, right? It's the AM.
Really struggling this quarter.
Moody. No good. That would have tied it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna put on NPCs. No, second. I'm putting on PCs. I'll be right back.
For the third quarter of action following halftime.
I'm gonna put on PC. I don't know which one it is. I'll be here for 2 minutes. Just gonna go eat. Go get something to eat. Yeah, I'm gonna pin you a message for right now. Yeah, I'll leave you a pin message. GG's.
Hello there.
Enjoy the halftime show.
In our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish a tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
Taking a look at the Raptors, they haven't played their best ball. It's an understatement. Looking a little lost and flustered right now. It's almost like they don't have any confidence in themselves.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Walter. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Outside, Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Barrett's got the first bucket of the third here for the Raptors.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Curry kicks to Butler. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game the playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Raptors leading by 5. It's Barrett on the wing. Offline with his 3.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Pass to Butler, and they double up Butler. It's Curry outside. Curry! What else is new?
Well, doing it like only he can. Stephen Curry's accuracy is something to watch.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other.
I'm eating right now.
That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Barnes. And again, no good by Toronto.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Podziemski with it for the lead. Focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. And again, no good by Toronto. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Barrett the pass to Quickly. They need this. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Peyton, he's checked in for Golden State. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Raptors third.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Mobo. Here's Barrett. Lawson dishes to Barrett. Pirtle sets the pick for Barrett. To the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Now Podziemski. Peyton kicks to Butler. For the 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to Pirtle. Over Green. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Warriors lead it. Butler at the elbow. And here we go. It's Butler.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Here's Shed. No scoring in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Pirtle with a screen on Peyton. For 3, Barrett. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Peyton finds Green. Back to Peyton. Outside Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the right side. And here is Pirtle. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. The Warriors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
The game now all time. Barrett's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Pass to Podziemski. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The shot no good. It's all tied in Toronto. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Warriors shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trayce Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the small forward position. Here's Shed. Pass to Boucher. Lawson outside. To take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Over in the corner, Kuminga. It's stolen by Lawson. To the middle. Here's Abaji. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. On the wing, Hield. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Curry deciding where to go with it. Buries it from three-point range.
There is nothing Steph Curry can't do on the floor. He is a Hall of Famer, and right now the defense has got to find a way to get him off balance.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Attention fans, now on the court for our squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's time for teachers.
Raptors making a switch here. Roden's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. Yeah, he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys, one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Shed. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Abaji. Defended by Payton. Warriors leading by 3. And Curry has it in the corner. Inside. Here's Jackson-Davis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, Stephen Curry knows it's his responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point.
Pass to Shed. Takes it inside. The layup missed. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. The shot by Curry, no good. The Raptors have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And the basket by Roden.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Outside Curry. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Shed. And he gets it to go. And here are the Warriors now. 3-point lead. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Then for the Warriors, Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody subbed in for Payton. Butler kicks to Green. Golden State moving it around. Here's Curry. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. On the wing quickly. Guarded by Curry. Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Barrett. 5 to shoot. Screen by Pirtle. Barnes. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead. Now Podziemski. Outside Curry. On the wing, Green. Defended by Pirtle. Pass to Podziemski. Green, the screen. Launches a 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now, here's Barrett, defended by Moody, to take the lead. Barrett, no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Quickly the pass to Barrett. Looking to get back on track here. And Moody pulls it down. Moody's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Curry with the 3. Oh, Curry! Good from the corner.
Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
Here's Barrett. And Moody pulls it down.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Butler, no good.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Here's Barrett. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Green with a screen on quickly. Curry's shot is off. Here's Toronto now.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Birtle sets the pick for Quickly. Right between the eyes. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
Here's Curry. With the shot. It falls!
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's Barrett. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg...
Okay, this no surprise. Eastside know the vibes. Get down. Look me in my eyes. If you make it, I'm gonna do my job. I can whip it, I can drive it. Depending on her mileage, I'm passenger in her rocket. Yeah, beefing over. Oh no, I don't want no problemo. Push me to the limit, I jump out and show you my demo. Eastside got that. Eastside like. Eastside. This ain't what you think. This ain't what you want. Eastside like. Eastside do the most. Eastside like. Got that. Eastside got that. Eastside like. This ain't what.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Nikola Jokic.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass, not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Some crafty veterans on both of these rosters, Clark. How do you see that impacting the game?
Well, B.A., it's going to lead to some high-level basketball. You got a roster full of high IQ players. They know what it takes to get W's. I'm very much looking forward to this matchup because of that.
Murray's shot is good.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Curry passes to Butler. Here's Podziemski. Count that bucket.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Green against Jokic. Pass to Brown. The Warriors pull it in. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Porter looks it over. Outside Murray. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And here's Gordon from the arc. They get it back. Pass to Brown. Takes the three. The putback. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Jokic lays it up and banks it in.
Really rock-solid decision-making from Murray, assessing the situation and then making the precise pass at the right time.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Butler can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Clock at 6. Murray from outside. He drops it from range. Murray's got 5 points.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Westbrook, he's checked in for Denver. Let's take this time to see the teams who were picking the most pockets over the past month. The Warriors, number 1.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. The 3 ball. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Denver in the lead. Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
Sweet move by Porter Jr., getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
Outside Moody. Outside Butler. No one near him. Porter pulls it in.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Jokic. A minute 31 left in the first quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Smooth jumper by Jokic. Not going to let anything break up his concentration.
Outside Podziemski. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. 4-point game. Off with the layup. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Curry against Jokic. Outside Butler. Fires in the triple.
When Butler hits this shot, he's impossible to defend.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Murray finds Porter. Picked by Murray. Puts up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Podziemski. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Screen by Gordon. Here's Westbrook. And again, it's Denver missing. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets ahead, up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The Nuggets shooting only 36% so far in this game. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
They've got Peyton Watson. He's out there with Michael Porter Jr. Russell Westbrook out there with Dario Saric. And it's Strother in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. They get it back. Here's Westbrook. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. He just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
The 3. Rebounded by Denver. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
It's scooped up. Šarić, he's off on the layup. Warriors trail by 3. Now here's Payton. That one goes in. Payton's got his first points in this one.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Pass to Watson. Outside Porter. And here's Šarić. Back to Porter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Gary Payton II.
Really hard not to foul there. Tall with elite skills. Porter Jr. is a handful in the painted area.
Jr. taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Porter. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
Porter hits them both. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player. Šarić knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. On the wing, Green. Šarić covers. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Curry for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 6.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Timeout called, the Nuggets. Jokic is checked in for Šarić. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Payton. And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. And here's Porter outside. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. and he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Pass to Butler. Now here's Moody. Launches it. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Murray. Westbrook finds Porter. Releases. Inside. Jokic drops it in.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Murray against Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first set. 2 minutes.
Butler taking his time here. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Westbrook. 1:33 left in the first half of this one. Misses the layup.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Outside Podziemski. Curry against Murray. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Denver in the lead. Now Jokic. Floats a runner. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. The 3 is up. Curry with another miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Jokic. 20 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game.
Here's Curry, trailing by 2. Let's go with a 3. Curry with another miss. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Denver. They're up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Murray with it. So on the floor for Golden State. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Butler, and it's Green in at center. Murray passes to Porter. Here's Brown. Still no points. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Moody. Rebound by the Nuggets. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Now here's Butler. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to Murray. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Murray's got 7 points.
Going into more of a passer, MPJ getting that assist.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Russell Westbrook.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
Now here's Butler. Rebounded by Denver. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Curry against Murray. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Looking to end this cold spell. Butler goes for it inside.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Denver leading by 4. Pass to Porter. Gordon outside. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Podziemski. No good from outside.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
ABA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Green against Jokic. Brown passes to Jokic. 3-pointer. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 5 points.
It's beginning to seem like they've gotten complacent defensively. They showed much more intensity in the first half.
Outside Podziemski. Down low. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Curry splashes it in.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Pass to Porter. 1:51 left in the third. They get the rebound. And Jokic throws it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Podziemski. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too. This is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A different look for Denver. Saric checks in for Gordon. Watson comes in for Brown. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Murray. And the Warriors making a change here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. A minute and a half left in the third. Now Westbrook, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Watson passes to Westbrook. And here's Jokic, covered by Jackson Davis. Jokic, no good. Warriors trail by 4. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Jokic. Give him 8. No. 4 for 9 from the floor now.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Into the lane. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Podziemski for the tie. Outside for Butler for the lead. Watson with a rebound.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Westbrook outside. Quarter a screen. Pass to Jokic. 1 second left. Jokic just out muscling the defense.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Denver. They're up by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino to fall. So move the ball, drive and kick, we'll get great shots, all right?
Coach Kerr preaching team chemistry right now.
Yeah, he wants more ball movement and much better execution because that makes everything simple.
with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Jamal Murray out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Christian Brown. Then there's Dario Saric. And it's Watson in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Westbrook. Kuminga pulls it in.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Hield. Here's Jackson Davis. Outside Kuminga. 6 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. Curry, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Russ is at his best when he's playing downhill. Pedal to the metal, attacking the cup.
On the wing, Curry, defended by Murray. Outside Hield. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And it's good. 2 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Curry gets the bucket.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
And here's Murray. Shoots over Curry. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Payton passes to Hield. No good on the 3.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Warriors trail by 5. Left side Curry. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. On the wing, Payton. Hield from outside. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Launches a 3. Rebounded by Hield.
Hitting the glass with purpose and aggression. And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Denver leading by 5. Inside. Here's Watson. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Curry against Murray. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Curry's really a master at drawing contact. The defense has to be careful when defending him.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
First free throw is good.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Hield. And so Curry nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
The Nuggets want a timeout.
Sorry.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Porter. Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. Jokic the screen from downtown. The shot by Brown, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. They set the pick. Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Denver leading by 3. Murray passes to Porter.
2 minutes remaining.
Murray looking around. Pass to Jokic. Gordon outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
Now here's Curry. From behind the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Pass to Jokic. Now Gordon. Porter finds Gordon. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Curry. Clock at 4. And they double up Murray. 19-footer. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now an 8-point Denver lead.
And you know what, guys? Gordon's jump shot has come a long way, and he keeps on looking more and more confident taking these.
Curry with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter. To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Porter. 51 seconds left in the fourth. He shoots it. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
Hey, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the Warriors call time here. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Curry. And he banks in the layup.
Moses Moody.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Murray passes to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Porter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 19 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Jamal Murray.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. And here are the Warriors now. The 3 from Curry. Porter pulls it in. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Golden State calls timeout. 9 seconds left to play in the fourth. Your thoughts, guys?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Curry, that's good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Jamal Murray. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game. So it's Denver picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And now let's check in with Ali.